Alright guys, I'm taking off my motor dyne exhaust, which I'm super sad about because I love this exhaust so much. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off right now. And once I get it off, I'll explain why. There's a lot of stuff that's coming off this car. So this whole week, I'm gonna work on it and take everything off. Alright, the exhaust is off. It's really dark, but it's pretty quick to take it off. Guy's gonna come pick it up tomorrow that I sold it to. I love this thing. So sad to see this exhaust go. This is one of the best sounding exhaust setups out there. I posted the turbo kit, the exhaust, and my fuel kit, my fuel return kit on Instagram for sale. I sold the exhaust in like 2 minutes. The turbo kit, I pretty much sold it within like the first couple hours. Just needed to confirm that it fit the G35. So it did, so that sold too. And then the fuel kit, I sold that within like 10 minutes as well. So I gotta go ahead and take off the bumper so I can get the intercooler off, take off the whole turbo kit, the piping here. I gotta take off the whole fuel system, all the way inside to the tank. And I got a lot of work to do. I gotta take out the injectors because I'm selling those as well. We got some big plans for the car, so gotta start ripping this thing apart and taking everything off. I'll let you guys know what I'm gonna do with the car a little bit later, but just know I'm super excited. And me blowing the motor was probably, I'm not gonna say a good thing, but I'm not bummed about it anymore because the plans that I have going on right now have me so excited, and I can't wait to start it, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and rip this car apart. And I wanted to show you guys something too that I got probably like a month ago and I didn't show anyone, but I'll go ahead and show you guys right now. So you guys see this box here. This is from Schmuck Built. This is for the S2000. This is the first part that I got for the S2000 actually. And I was gonna start boosting the S2000, but then my Z decided to blow up. So now we're gonna have to hold off on it because, I mean, to be realistic, the Z build that I'm about to start right now is probably gonna cost me close to 25,000. So this is the turbo manifold that I got for the S2000. It's gonna be a dual wastegate with a T4 setup. It's from Schmuck Built. This thing's super heavy, dude. I'm gonna hold it right here so I don't drop it on my car. Super clean, the welds look super nice. I guess this dude is the guy to go to for turbo setups, and I checked out his Instagram and everything for S2000s. This dude gets down, dude. So I got his manifold here, and well, sadly, we're gonna have to wait on the S2000 on boosting it. I was kind of excited to show you guys this later on once I got all of the other parts, but now we're gonna have to wait on the S2000 because I'm not gonna spend freaking $25,000 on the Z and then also be spending money on the S2000 too. That's probably gonna run me like $10,000 too to do it right, you know? So I'm not gonna spend 35 grand right now trying to build both cars. So I'm gonna try to finish one first, which is the Z, because I'm most excited about that one. And I wanna do this one first. And then the S2000, well, it is like still my daily. So, you know, I need that car to be reliable for now while the Z is down. If you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, you guys can follow me there. That's usually where I post everything for sale. So I'm gonna have a few more things to sell on there later on. There's a lot of parts here that you guys can use from it. So a lot of this stuff is gonna be for sale. Right now it's 3:55 p.m. So let's see how fast we can finish this car right now. The hardest part of this turbo kit is taking these bolts off right here on this flange. And then I just gotta get the other side, which is over here, and this side sucks even more. It's a lot harder to get to right there. At least one of the bolts up there, because the turbo right here is in the way, but everything else is super easy. It's pretty much just those 2 bolts, or those 6 bolts, and then the whole turbo and turbo piping just falls down. And then just gotta take the downpipe off right here too. Bro, I'm getting lightheaded down here. Yeah, it's just this bolt right here. Once I get this one off, the turbo comes off, I can reach the other bolts. But it's such a tight fit. If I had a lift, this thing would have been off already. Oh, my finger! Oh, defeated. Bro, my finger was stuck. Having a hard time recording with one hand and working on it with the other. Dang it. I have to remove this coolant line here from the turbo. That way I can drop the turbo. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. You guys got to watch me get coolant all over myself. Oh my god, it's gonna be a lot of coolant. Oh, it's dripping on the GoPro. Being under there, that was so hard getting the turbo off. Oh my god. Cause the turbo fell. Well, it didn't fall. Like I had it in my hand, but I had it like in one hand. I was like, oh, and I was kind of stuck because I needed another tool to take it off. Take off one of the lines on top. But I got the turbo off. Now taking off the turbo piping that's connected to the headers is gonna be so much easier now. And then this is a 6467 oilless comp turbo, so it's just coolant fed. One of the coolant lines that goes right there. That's the one I just took off. And then this one's underneath. This is the one that was leaking all over me when I took it off. And it literally drained all of the coolant out of the car from underneath. Filled up that whole thing right there. We got the hardest part out. Dude, this thing was a mission. Put it right here. Now, just gotta take off the charge pipes and the intercooler, which is the easiest part. And we are completely done. I've learned so much, honestly, getting this small garage, because I've never had a garage or no one to work on my car, so I've always taken my car to a shop to get work done. But now that I have this garage, it's nice. I can work on my car now, so now I can do things like this by myself and don't have to spend money taking it to a shop. But yeah, let's get this off and we're all done. All right, here's one of the coolant lines that connects. This one connects, I believe, to, I think this was the one that was connected to the bottom of the turbo. It's teed into one of the coolant hoses in there. The other coolant line that goes on top of the turbo. Just gotta pull it through. Treating my assistant behind the camera here with some BJ's, the restaurant.
I was saying you should clarify.
Yeah, I gotta go to BJ's and get a bazooki. These things are so bomb.
Cut it off.
Yeah.
Almost broke the goggles.
Damn, bro. Almost broke my
$3 goggles.
Alright, next we gotta take off the intercooler and we're done with the whole turbo kit.
Really?
Started at 4, yeah. Started at 4 and it's gonna be like 8, so 4 hours. It's not too bad. We're doing this in a small garage with like no room and one person. And this is my first time too, taking off a turbo kit. Because I did not install it because I didn't have a garage back in the day. I got it.
Got it?
Yeah. There we go. And we're done. The whole turbo kit's off. I probably look like a mess. That's how I feel right now. Like, yeah, that was nothing. Here's the delicious bazooki I told you guys about.
Ooh.
God dang, that looks.
It's even better in camera.
About to destroy that thing right now. Nice and full. Took the Type R out to dinner.
Sweaty.
And tomorrow you'll get McDonald's for helping.
Hey, I like apple pies.
You guys have never had BJ's? You guys need to go get BJ's. It is dank. Alright, we got everything for the turbo kit to send out. We're gonna have them ship it out for us because it's a lot easier. Gotta say bye to my turbo kit. Oh, you like them? Alright guys, now that the turbo kit is completely off and shipped out, now it's time to go ahead and take off the intake manifold to get to the fuel rails, take off the fuel rails, the injectors, the whole fuel return kit. I have to go ahead and take off the fuel lines from the dual pump setup that is behind the passenger seat. And then I gotta jack it up and take off all the fuel lines from underneath, route them up here, and go ahead and pull them out. Get the fuel pressure regulator gauge off, which is right here. All right, now that we got this off, we can go ahead and take off the fuel rails. The injectors are right here. Gonna take those off, gonna sell those. And then I can get to all the fuel lines right here. One of the lines is right here. The other one's right here. They go into the fuel pressure regulator gauge, which is right here. This one goes down into the stock location, I believe down there. So this right here, the door to the inside where the fuel pump is. When Diaz was working on it, he actually took that thing off, which made my life a lot easier back here to work on the fuel pump, because I literally only had like this much space enough to take out the fuel pump every time. And he took that off last time when he was working on it, which I never thought of. And look at this now. Just easy access to it. So sick. Oh my god, this makes my life so much easier to take off all these fittings. I used to have to stick like my head through this, and then like my arm through this like this, and I have to like reach over and barely have like any space to reach in there. It was insane. And now it's just so much easier. Never showed you guys my dual pump setup either in here. But yeah, this is pretty much how it is. The hardwire kit right there. And that's the dual pump setups. And then we had to route these black wires, the grounds, differently, because for some reason the harness that goes in there, that brown one right there, kept getting burned. It was weird, and it was the black wire, the ground. So Diaz routed it different so it wouldn't get so hot and melt everything. He grounded it right there separately, and it's been working a lot better like that. But yeah, I'm gonna take these fittings off, and pretty much almost done. Just gotta jack the car up and take the lines off from underneath. So far I took everything off right here already. Took off the fuel rails, the fuel pressure regulator gauge, which was right there. Took off the lines. Took the line that was attached to the stock line. And just got one more line, which is this one right here. Gonna route this one. It routes all the way down in there. Yeah, gonna have to go underneath the car to take the lines out. And then we're pretty much done. Not bad. All right, we're all done here. Took out the whole fuel system. Got the fuel rails here. Aero Automotive fuel filter. Got all of the return lines and everything, the feed lines. Just gonna get these injectors out. Gonna sell these injectors. These are ID 1050X injectors. All right, now if you did make it this far to the video, I appreciate it. I know there wasn't any action going on in it, just taking this car apart, but also if you did make it to the end of this video, you guys get to find out what I'm doing next. Well, a little hint of what I'm doing next. So I am getting rid of the VQ HR motor. No longer gonna be running a VQ motor in this car. I'm gonna be running another motor in here. So we're doing a motor swap pretty soon. Honestly, I love this motor. It did really good. Puts down a lot of power on the stock block. Lasted me a long time. It sounds amazing when you boost these cars with a VQ, with an HR motor. These things sound so sick when you boost them. Nothing against the HR motor, I love it. Yeah, we're gonna switch it up and do something different with the Z now. If you guys have any guesses of what motor it is, you guys can comment down below. Let me know what you guys think is going inside the Z next. It's gonna be sick. So if you made it this far into the video, you guys know what's going down with the Z. And for those that didn't make it this far, well, they don't know what's happening. I'm gonna end the video right here. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for the motor.